Hi everyone, welcome to my channel. This is AlphaWisdom and I'm Mystic Cassandria. You are now looking at lesson 37. We will be focusing on the headline and its relationship to the lifeline. Now in lesson 36, we learned about these two lines, but they were tied together and you got the meaning there. With this one, there is a meaning, and it is quite the opposite of lesson 36. So now, lesson 37. Let's take a good look, and I encourage you to look at both your hands while we do this to make a comparison. Okay? Just for some extra information, the active hand, I'll be saying those terms, and the inactive hand, quite frequently as we go through all of these lessons. The active hand is the hand you write with, the hand you use automatically without thinking. The other hand becomes the inactive hand, sometimes called the passive hand. There might be a difference in both hands because your inactive hand or passive hand shows your potential. It's like a blueprint of your life. And your active hand shows what you do with that potential. You can make adjustments in the lines in your active hand, but you cannot remove the lines. Adjustment means the line could be clearer or the line will go in a different direction. All right. Now, when there is a gap, the first thing you think of, independent of ideas given by the family. So in this case, we're talking about the headline's connection to the lifeline. Lifeline in this case represents family. So we're all clear. So when we have a gap between the lines, it indicates the person is confident, of course, and will have the person is independent and will have confidence in their own ideas and their own views, which are independent of those of the family. Such individuals will tend to live a long way from their roots and are very open-minded. Now, when I say a long way, that doesn't mean distance, physical distance. We're talking about ideas and views when we talk about that. They tend to be ambitious and live on a higher cultural plane than their parents. They also, because they're full of ideas and they're very independent, they tend to seek out different places and different experiences. Now, growing up with a gap this wide or even wider, there's always a little problem with the relationship with the parents. Sometimes, to put it bluntly, they just don't know what to do with this child. Child wants to make up their own mind. If you look in the palm of that child, you'll find there is a gap there. So this does not occur when they're an adult. This starts at childhood because we're looking at where that line begins. Right between the thumb and the index finger. So if that's the beginning, naturally we can see the tendency of the child throughout as they grow and mature. That's normal, quite normal. All right. Now we're going to look at some examples of a gap on a real palm instead of just an illustration. This is a photo. This is a wide gap. This person was, you might say, born with their own mindset. Okay. And here's this headline heading at a direction which is not very good. I'm talking about toward the end. We'll talk about that some other time. Okay, but we're focusing on the gap. All right? Let's take a look at another example. Very independent. Now, if you recall, some of the comments we made when we talked about the fingers, there's space there. So this person is very independent, very independent. Okay, let's take another example. Now this person, the line is a little closer to the lifeline, but there is separation there. Okay. And let's take a close-up of another one. All right. Now, you'll see that this one seems to start away from the lifeline's beginning. Actually, it does start further over, but the line is very thin. You can't see it clearly. All right, let's take a look at another example. All right. And let's take a look at another one. I hope you can see this one clearly. All right. So these are all examples of gaps between the fingers. And we will take one more. All right. Okay. All right. Did you understand that? I hope you did. Because the indirect comment I wanted to make is that all hands are different. And there is a meaning. There's a difference between what's in your left hand, what's in your right hand. But if you just keep in mind, one is active, one is not active. And the not active one is a blueprint of what's going to be going on in your life. The active hand is the hand of choice that says, well, I see what is my potential is, but I want to make some adjustments. And you can. And we always do. All right, this ends lesson 37. If you have any questions or comments, please feel free to do so below in the comment section. In the meantime, if you like the video, please give a thumbs up and consider subscribing if you haven't already. Thank you to all of those who have subscribed. Thanks again for watching as usual. Continue to stay safe. We're getting there. We're getting there. And have a great day. Bye.